Theories on TikTok that will make us question everything, y'all. We are on a segment, we're on a roll, we are on episodes when it comes to these type of videos. I do want to address a comment. There was a comment that had asked if these are the only reaction videos that I do, is just reacting to these conspiracy theory videos. Yes, this is what I love, y'all love. We're just strictly conspiracy theories and wisdom and knowledge and gems. So if you're looking for something else, this is not the channel. I do want to say new hairstyle, who this? It's like a light brown, so shout out to the new hair color. But I'm talking too much, so let's go ahead and get into today's videos. Big shout out to Orlandis for this video.
Here's the big secret about wisdom teeth removal that they don't want you knowing about. Did you know that at least 95% of wisdom tooth removals are completely unnecessary? This industry, created in the last 15 years, has become a multi-billion-dollar market, just yanking out those wisdom teeth. Now, someone might actually believe that humans have evolved to have these wisdom teeth for no reason, but other people are thinking, maybe we do have these teeth for a reason, and why is everyone getting theirs yanked out nowadays? It all starts with this. They put you in a chair, x-ray you, frying your DNA, and they show you an image of your teeth growing in sideways, your wisdom teeth. The truth is, at least 60% of wisdom teeth, as they're growing in before they've come out of the gum, they are sideways, and it looks sketchy on a x-ray. However, just like in my case and many others I've spoken with, and there's documentaries on this, by the way, your wisdom tooth is going to grow in sideways and then it's going to straighten out, and it's just how it happens naturally. I got pressured into getting my wisdom teeth removed. The guy was like, dude, you need them out. Look at this x-ray. I'm like, buddy, I'm not doing that. And now years later, all 4 of my wisdom teeth have grown in perfectly fine, despite seeing a shocking looking x-ray looking like, oh my God, my teeth are growing in wrong. Now that's one of the ways they fearmonger people into getting their wisdom teeth removed. However, this isn't against all dentists, because of course, it's just what they're taught in their school. Who's running their schools? That's the question you want to ask. Anyways, keep in mind that the dentist who's telling you he's trying to save you from your wisdom teeth also adds fluoride to your teeth while they're washing you, and that absorbs into all your membranes, and it's toxic. And if dentists make money from cavities, why do we want to trust a toothpaste that 9 out of 10 of them recommend? That's just a funny meme. Now, no,
that ain't just no funny meme. That's a whole bar. Wait.
And if dentists make money from cavities, why do we want to trust a toothpaste that 9 out of 10 of them recommend? That's just a funny meme. Now, one of the reasons why they want your wisdom teeth removed actually relates to childbirth. When women give birth, it's such intense pain that it releases massive amounts of endorphins in their brain, which is a hormone associated with pain, and then it's a sensation afterward. This massive rush of endorphins in laboring women literally creates new neural pathways in their brain and rewires parts of their brains. When your wisdom teeth grow in, it's painful, and that pain releases endorphins, and those endorphins rewire your brain and improve it as your body was designed to get your wisdom teeth in, to have that pain and to grow through it. The other reason they're yanking people's wisdom teeth is right here. You can look up a meridian chart that shows the energetic highways that flow through each different organ in your body and relate to all your different teeth, which are living tissue, by the way. And your wisdom teeth on the left side of your mouth connect to your heart and your endocrine gland, your pineal gland, your third eye, and on the right side, your endocrine gland and your heart, your pineal gland and your heart. They're removing millions and millions of people's wisdom teeth. That's the real reason that they're getting people's wisdom teeth removed. With that being said, don't beat yourself up if you fell for the scam and got them yanked out, because someone could still have all 4 wisdom teeth, but not be in as heightened a state of consciousness as you.
Dang. I happen to be the one that has all 4 of my wisdom teeth. Never got them taken out. They never caused a problem for me. It was never pain. If they grew sideways, they're straight now, just like he said. But the one thing I want to say that popped up on my mind, so you already know I gotta say it. If everything Yahuwah makes is no mistake, right? No mistake. He don't just do stuff to do stuff. Everything is strategic. What I'm trying to say is that he gave us wisdom teeth for a reason. If we didn't need it, we wouldn't have it. Think about it. If we have wisdom teeth and you know Yahuwah makes no mistakes, but then you have dentists who will recommend you toothpaste that has fluoride in it. Who are they to tell you you need the wisdom teeth taken out when Yahuwah makes no mistakes? If I'm saying we have an Alua that we serve that makes no mistakes, he put wisdom teeth in us for a reason. Don't let man tell you the complete opposite of what he's saying. I was reading yesterday and there was a quote in there and I was like, oh, oh. It says, control the part of you that believes you know better than the Most High. Shout out to DeAndre.
Why would you save money when they're printing money? Why's that? That's how money is created. Money is debt.
question everything. My mom will get a kick out of that video. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to King Black Soul.
What in the
Shout out to XGP.
Wrong idea of a hold that you were comfortable with having on yourself and your choices. Where
Well, I think if you grew up poor though, you're like, look, I've been there and I was fine.
What else?
Yeah,
what
what
else
are you
can
gonna do to me? Yeah. I was like, and then I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just you've been offered, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That was my way of
Yes,
cueing
yeah.
you. Like, it's open
Yeah.
dialogue.
You want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything. But
But don't do it.
no, of course. Offered tons, man. But I got to a place where I understood that the dollar shouldn't shift my way.
We just was never privy to it.
Yeah.
We never had access to that sort of information.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door, and we were so excited about being in that room that we never looked at the next door, right? I'm gonna stop right here. We're back.
I bet you
this is
are.
Still heart to heart, and I'm still talking to Jay-Z. There's a moment in time.
XGP is on these videos with them talking about the Doors. I know you guys know about the Doors with the Funny Marco clip with him and T-Pain discussing it, if you guys are clueless to what's happening.
Ever any times during your career, and this was for you too, Corey Mo, where you got to places that you were trying to get to and you realized that it wasn't.
At some point, you're going to get invited into a house. Mm-hmm. And the house is going to be broken down into certain rooms. Mm-hmm. And these rooms are designated by activities. Mm. So if you don't do the activities, you don't get in the room, right? So like me, I smoke weed. You know, I don't do cocaine. So I'm never going to be allowed into the cocaine room.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So there's some of these houses and parties I've been invited to, and you get there and you realize, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, could I get invited and get in there? And then you get in there and realize, man, I don't do this.
Yeah.
I don't f around like this. You open the wrong room, though, you be like, oh, bro, that's how you move? My bad, you know? And so, you know, sometimes you think you want to be in these rooms with these people, and you get in the room and you realize it's not where you want to be or where you need to be.
Shout out to paid promo.
This is why we don't get conformed to the world. Look at all the demonic agendas out there in the different industries, from music, entertainment, Hollywood. This is Sam Smith before, and this is Sam Smith now. This is Billie Eilish before, and this is Billie Eilish now. This is Vanessa Hudgens before, and this is Vanessa Hudgens now, talking to Ghost. This is Demi Lovato before, and this is Demi Lovato now. Look at that cross. It's just mockery. This was Celine Dion before. And here comes Celine Dion with a demonic agenda when it comes to gender neutrality. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood. I pray you increase your discernment and see it in the spirit. The devil is not even hiding anymore, and the world still can't see him.
The truth is in plain sight. A lot of people think that witches are like the ones that wear like the hats and the pointy noses and they were all black. No, the witches are like Beyonce that don't look like a witch. The witches are like Billie Eilish, the Vanessa Hudgens. I mean, and they blend in. Shout out to Bino.
This needs zero introduction. Watch this.
So let's just get into this, and I'd like to take you through the patents that are on Moderna's website. So there's a patent entitled Modified Polynucleotides for the Production of Secreted Proteins. This is one of the master patents for what they're calling mRNA. Right in the abstract, it describes that the lipid nanoparticles have a particle size between 80 and 160 nanometers, and it contains modified mRNA encoding a polypeptide. It includes a cationic lipid, a neutral lipid, a cholesterol, and a pegylated lipid. What they're calling lipids actually host cationic charges. They host positive electromagnetic fields. There is no lipid in nature that does that. They're using the term lipid instead of nanotechnology. As you go through the patent in section 219, it explains how they are self-assembled nanoparticles, and they're fully programmable. That term in here it is an alarming term for a number of reasons.
Because these little kids have no spiritual guidance. They're not afraid of anything. Not afraid of anything. You know what I mean? See, me, I'm a spiritual person. It's like I went through that phase, but not as heavy as the kids now because they don't got no respect and nothing. When I was young, I couldn't curse in front of one of the elder ladies in the building and stuff like that. I held the door and it was respected. It was none of that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like these kids now is no spiritual guidance. It's like, you know, like they don't know God. If you knew God straight up and you had a personal relationship, you'll be scared to death because you know what your penalty is going to be. See, you got to realize on earth, this is just a trial.
People do walk around here like there is an afterlife after this. You can just tell who has that fear in them when it comes to who they serve and the people that don't. Because the people that fear their allure, you walk different, you move different, you talk different.
And now I shall give you the first cue as to the nature of the great master key which has been responsible for all the great successes in every calling, in every part of the world. Please listen carefully to what I have to say, because you may discover the secret of the master key in this first visit. You may get your first cue as to the nature of the great master key when I tell you that psychologists have discovered a natural law which is the very foundation of all personal successes. And I can describe it to you in one short sentence so you can understand it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Isn't that a profound statement? You will notice that it says nothing about the need for education, but simply that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, your mind can achieve.
The mind is so powerful, because I know something like this, it sounds so simple, but it really does start in the mind before it starts in the action. Everything is about the mind, the mindset.
The person with the sharper mind always stands a better advantage, and especially when they think you dumb. When people think you dumb or don't know you're as smart as you are, you stand at a pretty good vantage point to make good happen for yourself. It's insulting sometimes, but you got to sit back and just let it be. Like, I know from a job point, they're gonna go in talking a certain way. I'm gonna throw the button up, go in talk a certain way, and the job is gonna be mine before it's theirs. If I could read something, break it down, understand what it's about, then that information is it. If I have the information, I likely stand a better chance if I have more information than you do. That was pretty common to me as a youth, so I never thought about dumbing myself down or because my friends didn't do a certain thing, I wasn't gonna do it like that. That never even crossed my mind. I was like, that, y'all be stupid if you want. I'd rather learn. If there's something I can learn, some knowledge I can take in, send it over.
The light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays. That's right. I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
The last 5 minutes of the day before you go to sleep at night are the most important 5 minutes of your day. You are now going to go into your subconscious mind for the next 8 hours, and you're going to marinate there in those 8 hours. As you enter into your subconscious mind, you can do one of two things. You can review all of the things that you didn't like, that didn't work, that disappointed you, all of the stuff that's going on in the world that you hate. Now you wake up and your subconscious mind begins to offer you up experiences that match up to everything that you've placed in there. Or use those last 5 minutes to program into, I am well, I am healthy, I am content, I am peaceful, I am unattached, I am in love. And you just start to program yourself this way so that when you wake up, your subconscious mind, which can't make a distinction between the thoughts that you have or the actual things that are going on in your physical life. So if your subconscious mind is being programmed to say, this will never work out, the universal subconscious mind will begin to offer you experiences that match up to that, and you'll go through your whole life.
My mother didn't know that King James was King of England. She just thought God sent him here to write this. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange. He hated women so bad he killed his mother, and his lover was Buckingham Palace. Who Buckingham? His name was his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace is named after. Oh, come on, y'all.
Shout out to DeAndre.
Moderna is making an mRNA shot to treat heart attacks. Johnson & Johnson acquired a medical company that makes heart pumps. AstraZeneca bought a company involved in the heart business. Pfizer acquired a blood therapeutics firm. It's almost as if they knew.
Shout out to Crypt. Remember, not like, yeah, CRYPT.
Can I talk about something scary real quick? Please. The Senate was issued satellite phones, or said in preparation of a disruptive event, man-made or natural disaster.
No!
Why? But get this. Did you hear about that train that went missing?
In America?
Yeah. Contained 60,000 pounds of explosives.
No!
The same week, this is weird, the FDA released a commercial that was basically warning people of fake news.
Oh no.
And the whole fake news was like someone tweeting, heads up everyone, we're about to have a blackout of the internet.
So specific.
Be prepared. And it showed it like going viral and like people are getting scared. Like, don't be persuaded by fake news. And it says, use our website to stay aware of misinformation.
Shout out to Retro.
The leaders in the past who had the secret wanted to keep the power and not share the power.
Of course.
So they kept people ignorant of the secret. People went to work, they did their job, they came home. They were on a treadmill with no power because the secret was kept in the few.
We live in a universe in which there are laws. Just as there's a law of gravity, if you fall off a building, it doesn't matter whether you're a good person or a bad person, you're gonna hit the ground.
Everything that's around you right now in your life, including the things you're complaining about, you've attracted. Now,
This is the law of attraction.
I know at first blush that's going to be something that you hate to hear. You know, you're going to immediately say, I didn't attract the car accident. I didn't attract this particular client. I didn't particularly attract the debt. I didn't attract whatever it happens to be that you're complaining about. And I'm here to be a little bit in your face and to say, yes, you did attract it. And this is one of the hardest concepts to get. Once you've accepted it, it's life transforming. This is part of the overall giant secret here.
And most of us attract by default. We just think that we don't have any control over it. Our thoughts are on autopilot, our feelings are on autopilot, and so everything is just brought to us by default.
Now, if this is your first time to hear this, it may feel like, oh, I have to now monitor my thoughts. This is going to be a lot of work. It will seem like that at first.
It's impossible to monitor every thought we have. Researchers tell us that we have about 60,000 thoughts a day.
Dang.
Can you imagine how exhausted you feel trying to control all of those thoughts? There's an easier way. And it's our feelings. Our feelings let us know what it is that we're thinking.
So your thoughts cause your feelings.
Think about your feelings. You have good feelings and you have bad feelings. And you know the difference between the two because one makes you feel good and the other makes you feel bad. Flip side to that is that you have good emotions, good feelings. When you celebrate the good feelings, you'll draw to you more good feelings and things that make you feel good.
If you're feeling good, then you're creating a future that's on track with what you're desiring. If you're feeling bad, you're creating a future that's off track with your desires. As you go about your day, the law of attraction is working in every second. Everything we think, everything we're feeling is creating our future. If you're worried, if you're in fear, then that's bringing more of that into your life throughout the day. Whatever you're thinking and feeling today is creating your future.
That's why people, if they stub their toe out of bed, they tend to spiral.
Dang.
The whole day goes like that, you know? They have no clue that a simple shifting of their emotions can change their entire day and life.
Man.
If you start out having a good day and you're in that particular happy feeling.
I want to discuss that last video that we just watched because it's either I'm praying it made the cut. If you were able to watch it, then that means I was able to have it in the video. If it gets to a point where I gotta mute, but I'm speaking to my future self just in case, because a lot of you guys be like, how come the video was muted, or how come I don't like that this thing keeps going out. How come the video was muted, or how come there was no sound? Because copyright be coming. So that's a movie is what I'm trying to say. What I really want to expand on is the fact that that was the book that changed my entire life. Yes, the Bible has definitely played a major role in changing my life, but that book woke me up. That was the first book I read like ever. Well, let me not say it like that, but that was the first book I took serious in college. I'd never seen the movie. After I finished the book, I went and tried to watch the movie because it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there, but kind of check. If you don't read the book, at least watch the movie, because that is what I recommend. That book changed my life. It's all about the mindset. What a man thinks, so is he. This is all biblical. You guys have to understand that all these quotes, all these explanations that they're saying, they all stem back to a root, which is the Bible. But this book woke me up, and it makes me want to now go watch the movie. I just didn't think I had to watch the movie because I already read the book. I just thought they was going to be saying the same thing. But now I got to go back and watch it. So if you are having a bad day, if everything bad is just happening to you, change your mindset. It truly does start here. I promise you. Ever since I read this book, when I tell you my mindset has shifted in college, I don't want to say that's the lowest I've been, but I've kind of hit a couple rock bottoms. I was heavy set. I didn't like the major that I was in, which I ended up falling in love with it afterwards. I was not passing tests. It just was all types of stuff happening in college. When I read this book, when I got my hands on this book and read it, my whole mindset shifted. So what you guys see now is not who I was a couple years ago. I was actually a completely different person. I thought different. I walked different. I talked different back then compared to now. All because of this book right here, or this movie, I should say. That book changed my entire life. I will always vouch for that. I was the one that had a negative mindset. I was the one that thought negative, that just spoke all these negative words. Changed my life when I read that book, because I don't want to give out too much gems. I would rather you guys watch it and read it for yourself than for me to tell you, because I can tell you all I want. We could show videos like this, but it's you actually wanting to do it, you reading, you learning, and you applying. Read, learn, apply. That's what I live by. I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to everybody that sent over videos. If you guys want your video over along with being in our Discord community, please add the Discord. The link is the first thing in the description that you will see. Eternal honors to my Lord Yahuwah and my Abba, my Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach. I'm just a vessel out there working in and through, so I gotta give credit and honor where it's due. But y'all know me. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't say